That Bama broke up with me on Super Bowl Sunday, 2014. Welcome to Receive and Relate. If this is your first time here, my name is Tara Walker. And I am so glad you clicked on this episode for story time. If you are a returning subscriber and or a returning visitor, hey y'all, hey. So we are at the finale. Yep. This is just like, what, 5 or 6 episodes? That's it. I told y'all this series was not going to be that long because we was not together that long, okay? So we are at the final chapter of this relationship, okay? And then I'll be moving on to another one. So stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already. But now, yeah, this is the one. So we're in February now. And I don't even know how we made it this far. But, the Bama broke up with me on Super Bowl Sunday. How did I know it was Super Bowl Sunday? Because I was actually invited to a Super Bowl party. And but when I was at home getting ready, he calls me and breaks up with me. And how he broke up with me? No, let me see. Did I answer the phone? Yeah. Answer the phone. He broke up with me over the phone. It wasn't through text message. He broke up with me over the phone. And what he said was just something just lame. But it was also he did. Okay, so if you already been following me and you watched the series of my marriage to my narcissistic ex-husband, remember how I said towards the end, in one of the biggest, the largest arguments we had, how he was like, you ain't never did nothing for me, and I almost thought I saw red, like I almost about to fly across the room and choke him around his neck when he said that. This one said something similar to that too. Yes, he alluded to the fact that I don't care about him and I don't do nothing for him, and that type of stuff too. It's almost like they do it on purpose. I'm starting to think that, because it's almost like, let me say this because I know this particular thing will definitely hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Will definitely get to her. If I say something like this, and by golly, does it work? It works. It really does. Because you sit back, as soon as they say it, it's almost like people say, your life flash before your eye. It's almost like that, because it's like as soon as they say, you immediately go back to every withdrawal, every every Western Union, you know what I'm saying, transaction. You go back to everything and you be like, I know you ain't forming them words out your mouth. So y'all, I bombed him out. And when I say bomb, yes, there were all types of foul language in that, because yes, I was a sinner back then, okay? And I didn't care. And I yelled in the phone. I was still living in my basement apartment, but not my basement apartment, the basement apartment back then. I yelled at him. I called him everything from here to Kathmandu. And then and then I slammed the phone down. Well, I couldn't slam it because it was my cell phone, but you know how you aggressively push the hang up button and put the phone down, you know what I'm saying? But careful not to crack the phone. You know what I'm trying to say. And when you know it, he messed up. He knew he messed up, y'all. That Bama called my phone 11 times. He called me so many times in the house before I left. He called me when I was driving and I had a good ways to go. I actually, you know where I went? The ex-boyfriend that I told y'all I had back on the other series I had an affair with, I was still in touch with a few of his friends that I met through him. They used to come over my house when we was together and stuff like that. And it was the Super Bowl was over one of their houses, and one of them invited me over there, and I seen him there too. The ex-boyfriend, I mean, and was still up to his old ways. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just throw this in here real quick because it's about narcissism. I'm gonna throw this in here real quick. He was there. The ex-boyfriend was there, but remember I told y'all That my last time was that time with the baby. That was my last and final straw. I promise you that on everything. But that didn't stop him. That wasn't my last time I saw him neither. I would see him again later on, some years later. He tried, and some years later, he would not stop trying to get this. Like, he was willing to drive all the way. When I ain't never tell y'all this. I think I forgot it on the last series. So let me plug this in real quick. When I first moved to Baltimore, and I don't know how he found out. Like I said, I was still friends with his friends, so it could have been through his friends or something like that. But he found out like my movements and stuff like that, and he was trying to come out to see me. He was going to drive from PG County to Baltimore, which is a good hour, to come out here. And still, even after the whole baby thing, after I told him I was like, never again, still. So when we were at this Super Bowl party, I wasn't paying him no attention. I was talking to everybody in there but him. I ain't had nothing to say to him. Like, I just, that season was done. It was done, over, kaput, whatever you want to call. Like, I don't want nothing to do. Like, I don't even. It disgusted me what he did. It disgusted me. I couldn't. I just. And then after the revelation God gave me to, when God said that could have been you, I was just, But narcissist again. He got mad because I was talking to everybody else out there besides him. He got mad at that, But I just wanted to throw that in there. The narcissists, them bombers, they hate no. They hate no. They hate to feel like they was defeated. And I'm not saying, hear me when I say this. I'm not saying this to y'all to make it seem like I was just I was just a bomb type. You know what I'm saying? No. Okay, because that's not even my personality or my character. I'm just giving you what I experienced. You understand what I'm saying? With these individuals. And, man, like I said, unfortunately, he was not the last one. But when I got married, the person before that I was dealing with was the last one. And it will be the last one, to death do me and my husband apart. Thank goodness my husband he does not have a narcissistic, I talk about the trait. He don't even have a narcissistic dot in him. And I've been married to him almost 6 years. By now I should have heard something. And so that's what I mean to, God always be shifting in my stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to minister some way, somehow. God going to be in there. Okay. Y'all that's watching that are dealing with a narcissist or have, it's so important to wait on God, because God knows who is perfect for you. You understand? No means is my husband perfect. No, and I'm not perfect and don't claim to be perfect. But he truly is perfect for me. God knew exactly who I needed. He knew who I needed. Y'all hear me when I say that? Needed, not just wanted, but he knew who I needed to be my husband. Okay. And God knew I needed somebody that was completely the opposite from who I was dealing with before. Okay. And that is my husband. But anyway, so yeah, back to the story. Yeah. So while I was there, my phone was blowing. It was still blowing up. It blew up so much that I think one of them asked me like, what's going on? And I think I just briefly said, I was like, I just broke up with this dude, and he, and I think they was laughing like, and they made some type of crass, rude joke. People in the world do, said something along the lines of, oh, he must be whooped, or you must have put it on. You know how they do, or whatever. And I think I ended up, I don't know if I turned my phone off on the night, for the night, or I just like blocked him or something for the night. I think I did, because I know I ain't entertained him after that. I know I didn't call him back. I know, you know what I'm saying? Even after the Super Bowl, I'm talking about like next day or something like that. I know I didn't. When I was done, I meant it. So I probably did. I probably put him on block and just never unblocked him. Blocked him on Instagram where I met him and everything like that. I was done. you know, and then for him to break up with me the way he did, as if, you know, I was the problem. You know what I'm saying? Made it seem like I was the problem. I was like, I know, I had just broken up from a marriage with one of them like that, and you think I'm gonna go down this road with you? Oh, he ain't got to worry about me going down 4 years with somebody else like this. Oh no, nope, nope. So that was it, y'all, and that is the end of this series. My relationship with my narcissistic ex-boyfriend Owen. If you have been enjoying this series and you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that like button. If you can relate to anything I said in the comments, drop me a line in the comments to let me know. Because people receive when they can relate. Okay? And this is it. So the next time y'all see me on here, I'll be starting the story with the next one, okay? I don't know what I'm going to name him yet. You'll see it when you see it, okay? Excuse me. I really appreciate y'all that's been hanging on too. It's a couple of y'all that's been hanging on for since I started this journey, and I love you and I appreciate your support. I really do. Okay. All right. See y'all on the next episode. I love you, but know that God loves you more.